Hello everyone! I am making this video because I hear people, various people from time to time, say something along the lines or some variation of, well, basically people are good. They believe that generally people are, good at heart or generally good, as opposed to we are all sinners and not good. And I think the problem again is communication and the idea behind what's being said. Sorry, I have motion activated lights. Because of course, if you look at the average person who doesn't like murder people or, commit major fraud or, you know, purposely constantly cheat and break up relationships or, you know what I'm saying. I think that's why people will generally classify themselves as good, but I feel like that's a self-protection thing that like you gloss over your everyday thoughts and your everyday actions because when you really put your thoughts and actions under a microscope and inspect them, you'd see that we're not so good. I hesitate to say evil.
Actually, the Bible says that the human heart is
Evil.
inclined for evil.
Well, I was,
Technically,
yeah, I was getting there, but I don't necessarily want to say that because again, people's emotional reaction would be like, "What? I don't murder. I'm not like Stalin and killed."
that's not what it means.
But that's not necessarily. Remember, we're talking biblical, and the words in the Bible don't necessarily line up with today's current definitions, which is another reason why a lot of people who are socially taught about bits and pieces of the Bible get it completely wrong. That's not their fault. So why am I what is my I guess examples? Give you examples as to what I'm getting at here. Well, think about everything we do. Pretty much we lie from little things on up to big things. And I'm not going to sit here and list off a huge list. I was just off the top of my head. I was showing my daughter a while ago some videos on marketing and how advertisements were made, in particular food. How when you see, a plate of food or McDonald's or burger, whatever, typically the burgers or whatever they're showing you is not even the real food that you get served up. It's some variation maybe of real food, or it's glue, or it's motor oil on pancakes to simulate syrup. It's just a total and complete lie. Or the colors that are used in advertisements or the colors of buildings are meant to impact your feelings, like green and blue are more calming, uh, you know to get you to relax and spend more. Red get you more amped up, get excited. So if you really look into the science and psychology of advertising, it's really quite something. And then you look at to jump to, sorry for such big jumps, but in your personal life, like the white lies that we tell people, or and what I'm about to say, I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about. When you just have certain thoughts pop into your mind, and you're like, "Whoa, where'd that come from? That's a pretty shitty thought." It's just, what were the other some of the examples I came up with, babe? Of course, now that I'm trying to make the video.
Women
Oh, and we all lie to each other. Yes, again.
and
So
men
men.
too.
So it's women. It's just easier. But both. So hair extensions, makeup, fake eyelashes, push-up bras, fake boobs, high heels, all these devices to alter, sometimes pretty significantly, physical appearances for the purposes of attracting a mate. Now, again, there's psychology. I'm just giving examples. And men, they have those lift shoes and hair replacement and teeth whitening that goes for both people, nose jobs. And the list goes on and on. So, and that's on not a white lie level. That's I can't come up with a word right now, but again, a lot of the bases of how we live our life on a daily basis are built somewhat on maybe not an outright lie, but at least misdirection or some level of deceit, which is a terrible thing. Think about even things we think is fun, like, oh, Christmas brought you, or Santa brought you those gifts, and the Easter Bunny, and the Tooth Fairy. We're conditioned.
But that's lies.
Yeah, we're conditioned from a very young age to lie, lie, lie. Well, I lied to save them their feelings, or
But you know who the father of lies is.
yeah, the devil.
Where does that come from?
Right. So,
which happened when sin entered the world, which maybe is why we have that whole evil thing.
yeah, it's possible.
Just a little thought.
And again, if I really got to task and wrote down, the media lies, everything on TV and the media is basically one big lie, especially nowadays. Relationships, like I said, pointed out. Think about when you go any type of business, most of, from car dealerships, lying about, it's just an easy one. I don't mean to pick on anybody. When you go to buy a new car, and who knows what a dealer pays for a car. I know lifelong new car salesmen that refuse to tell me because they make up some, well, I can't really know because of holdbacks and blah, 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 blah. To let's say you go to like a broker to run your IRAs or 401ks, there's all these fees and scams in Wall Street. It's just, if you really stop and look, like, oh, even the phone you're holding, the radiation come off of it. I was talking the other day about it, and a lot of people are like, what are you talking about? The phone's safe, and I'm like, no, it's not. Well, definitely can give you cancer. And they argued me, and it wasn't my wife and my daughter, but I showed them just to prove it. You can go in your phone right now, under general, I think, and then legal and regulatory, and somewhere, I know for sure an iPhone, but probably Android too, it specifically tells you that you must keep that phone at least 5 millimeters away from your body to stop the eventual cause of cancer, pretty much. So you can't sue them when you get brain, when you're got it up to your head and you're blabbing away. It literally it says it in your phone. Your phone will give you cancer. I mean, it's not word for word, but that's, of course, what it's saying when it's like, well, keep it away from you. So, like I said, if you really break down every aspect of things, you'll see that it's deceit runs rampant throughout our lives everywhere. So when people say, and I know there's going to be arguments made to the effect of, well, you're making out to be something that it's not, but it is. That's what it is. It's deceit and it's a lie. And you're kidding yourself if you don't think it doesn't have a negative impact on your life when it comes to the stuff you do and society in general. And I'm not trying to act holier. Please don't think I'm acting holier than thou, because I'm the biggest, hypocrite out there. I totally am bad about this. And also, if you disagree, that's awesome. Let me know. Like, there's a comment section. Tell me if I missed something or if you think I'm way off base. But if you do, try to make a logical and reasonable argument, Is there anything I missed?
No, I think you got it.
Right, I think.
Yeah, I think so. That was pretty good.
I know there was something else I wanted to touch on, but damn if I can't remember it.
You did good.
Anyway, again, it feels like kind of disjointed. Hopefully this made sense. And I probably should have prepared a little bit more with more examples. But again, if you look around you and don't have any preconceived arguments or biases either way, if you just look at what is reality, not what you think it should be or what you don't think it shouldn't be, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's all over. Deceit is all over. And, the devil owns and runs this world. That's a fact if you read the Bible. I mean, some people say it's all fairy tales. So if you don't believe it, that's fine. But for those of us who do, what my this whole video is, can be kind of there's a connection there. Like, he runs this world and he's the father of lies. So, like I said, if you have any comments or whatever, opposing viewpoints, let me know, and have a great day.